welcome back to my channel. My name is Marilisa and you're watching Marilisa Makes. I'm going to start this video just how I ended the last one, and if you guys have not watched that one, on last vlog I finished this beauty in crochet. This is the Rose Cape by Madejas. I also made some gluten-free sourdough bread, which was delicious. I'm making one as well this week. I didn't show you guys the process of making the bread, but I am testing proofing time, and I also celebrated my husband's birthday and I made a meringue, chocolate meringue cake, which it was delicious. It was quite fun last vlog. But also I went to Dallas to the fashion district and I wanted to just kind of like check the area. There's supposed like a total like a long district, but it was just 4 stores, one by the other, that carry bridal or like special occasions fabric. But here and there you can find some good fabrics for everyday wear. We hit the all 4s and I have 4 stacks of each store, so I'm going to start showing you guys what I got. So I think I said I didn't want to get any prints, and that is pretty much all I got. I am not kidding. I have no willpower when it comes to prints on a fabric. So yeah, I tried. I failed miserably. That happens. Anyway, so I wanted to get notions, needles, zippers, and thread, and I also failed miserably. I only got 4 zippers and colors that I thought they were kind of difficult to get, and then I grabbed 4 of this beige cone for my serger, and then 4 of this maroony kind of like terracotta color for also projects. I'm one of those, and I think I talk about this, that if it's not the same thread color, I cannot function. So first store that I hit was Fabrictopia. They have one in San Antonio and then one in Dallas, and I grabbed their 4 fabrics. I bought 2 rayons. This is the first one that I got, and I got the matching thread, and I grabbed 3 yards of this one. I grabbed this chiffon, and it's like a black with a bunch of colors, and my mom was like, that's your color, so I grabbed 2 yards of this one. And then another rayon with blue background and pink flowers, and I grabbed 2.5. And then the only one that I thought it will be great for pants is this poplin, cotton poplin, and a black, and I grabbed 2 yards of this fabric. The next store that I hit was called Petras. It was besides the Fabrictopia, and I grabbed this beautiful black and brown, like ochre, mustard yellow chiffon, and I grabbed, I believe it was 2 yards. I thought I was going to make a shirt with that one, like a really flowy one with a bow on the neck. Will be so cute. I grabbed this polyester, perfect to make some flowy pants, and I grabbed 2 yards of that one. And then I grabbed 2 jerseys that are printed, and I grabbed 3 of this one, and then 3 of this. And I have a pretty pattern that I just bought that I thought it would look really cool with this one. So I mean, definitely my colors. Then I went to the next store, which is called Best Fabrics, and it was the best store, more organized. The people were friendly. They will let you do you and just let me know, I will cut it. They were actually laughing at us because we were like, we couldn't make up our minds. So I grabbed here some more prints. So I grabbed 3 that were chiffon. I think I grabbed 3 yards of this one, and I mean, I love this fabric. Also, OMG, 3 yards as well. 3 yards. And then I grabbed 3 yards of this one. It has a little lurex going through. So that's all I got chiffon wise. And then I got a rayon, and I got 3 yards as well of that one. I love it. I love those. That was, I actually wanted every single piece of fabric that they have. And then the last one was called Warehouse Fabric or something like that. And there I grabbed 3 solids. And all 4 bottoms. So this is a cotton twill, again in a beige, and then I grab a little thicker cotton fabric, and you guys know, in a maroon, because I used the other one that I had for this project that is right here. And then I grab a denim. So this one is made in Italy, and the whole thing, they were like, you know, kind of like bougie pieces of denim. And this one, it doesn't have any stretch. They had so many that had to stretch. So that in total is 15 pieces of fabric. And then I grab this foam to make cups for bustiers and stuff like that that I was looking for. They had every single color except beige, of course, so I grabbed the white because you usually have that you know, lined. So that was Friday. Then Saturday I wanted to go to a couple of needlepoint stores, and let me tell you something, I didn't know what I was expecting, but let me tell you, this is a very expensive hobby. I grabbed 12 inches of this canvas, and this one is in the 18 gauge, and it was $45. This is $45. This is $45. I knew it was expensive. I kind of like did a little bit of like research online, but there were like tiny things like this for $80, and I'm not saying that you have like the thread and the needle. No, it was just like the canvas. They are all hand painted. I'm not taking away of the fact that there are handmade, some of them, but they feel like they were projected or kind of like cross stitch pattern instead of like free-handed. So it was the only thing that I was a little like, wow, this is $80. This is just like, I think I can do this. So we will try in this vlog. We're gonna try to get something going, but then again, I have to be very cautious and be very sure what I want, because this again was $45. What? Yeah. And then I also got some tags. I saw people using those, so I wanted to grab those. And then I had a list of things that I wanted to go, and when I saw those prices I was like, no. It's okay. I wanted to go to the nail place. I just changed my nails to cow print, and I love them. And I cut them quite short also because they were really long, but we were like, no, let's just move on. So we went to this blush romance bookstore in South Dallas, and I grabbed 2 stickers. And I didn't have anything that I was looking for. I was not looking for any books or anything. I was looking for kind of like fun stuff, and happily I would have to say she was really picked over. She has very little on hand, and I actually wanted a shirt. They had like small sizes. I don't know if the large sizes sell out faster. There was none in like large or extra large, and I can get myself in a small. I will not do that on purpose. So yeah, and then also I like my Kindle cover because one, it covers it, and then also I can use it as a stand if I go anywhere. So the stands that they have, it was not the same thing. So yeah, that's it. That's my haul. I have, as usual, my Monday appointment, so I'll see you guys as soon as I get back to check on that bread. So mom is battling with her dress. She said that she's FAT, and I mean, she's 78. Anyway, and yeah, show her the dance. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I am going through Etsy to check. I love this one, but it's an 18 count. Let me check that out. I think this is a 13. Oh, this could be, but I don't like martinis. I like this margarita, please. So I'm looking at PDFs. Anyway, I'm trying to find something that I can actually start with. But yeah, it doesn't have more than that. Okay, so we're recording because mom is on her underwear, but I made up my mind and I am going to make this design. I bought it for $5 through Etsy and it comes in with a detail chart. So I have a detail chart, the DMC thread that I need, and this is pretty much the entire chart. So I thought this was going to be easier, but we will do it together. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab I have some acrylic markers here. These are acrylic markers, so I'm going to grab the ones that I think will work, and then I'm going to go ahead and start. So I had a very unproductive day, meaning I am reading The Handsome Devil by L.J. Shane. I think I said that last blog, and I am 60-something%. It's really good. Anyway, but I started painting this and I made a mistake, and I was like, well, this is very something. This is something. Then my mom was like, why are you painting that? Like, shouldn't you just go ahead and just follow the chart and do it like a cross stitch? Because in cross stitch you don't paint anything. And I was like, well, you have a point. So I have a couple of girls on my Instagram that are needle pointers, so I am gonna wait until they reply, because if I just go ahead and get the thread and just start going, I prefer that than painting the entire thing for no reason, because I'm gonna cover it with floss. It makes no sense. So I'll report back whenever I get the info. Good morning. It's the next day, and yesterday was not very successful when it comes to the needlepoint. I'm gonna tell you why. I asked for the small one, and when I went to my receipt, it said that it was a 13 mesh, and they actually charged me for the they charged me for the expensive one, which it was 50 cents different, but it was 50 cents difference, that's $6 difference, kind of. So they charged me 12 inches by $3.75, and it was 45. It was supposed to be 39. And when I went to order, I went ahead and I grabbed the design for the 13, but this is an 18. So not only they treat me like shit, but they overcharge me $6 for something that yeah. So I went ahead and I ordered what I needed through Amazon. I'm gonna check that out, and I'm going to stop with this queen card design because it's not the right size. So I may go ahead and search for another design and then just make something completely or totally smaller. Anyway, that's it. Okay, I am back home. We went, Mom wanted to leave the house really early, so we left at 9 something. We arrived at 10 a.m. to, you guys know, my favorite and only good secondhand shop here, and there was a line. There was a line. But let's talk what I got, because I saw this book last time I went, and I was hoping and praying, meaning like a week ago, hoping and praying that they still have it, and they did. $3. So I grabbed it, and here we have all the information that I think I will need. I know I can Google it or whatever, but it's nice to have, you know, like a printed copy. And then I got 2 or 3, how many? 4 more. So I love these magazines, and I do have a big collection up in my attic, but both had a little bit of needlepoint and smoking and all that, so I grabbed those. They were, I think, $1, and then these were a 50 cents. So I got this one, a bunch of long cardigans pretty much, and of course I grabbed it right away. And let me turn this around to show you guys the other one, because the other one, this one, is a little bit better. So love that one with the little hood, and I mean, it's so beautiful. Oh wow, look at that one. It has like a little chain, kind of like crisscross pattern. I bet you just do one of those simple cable things. Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I know. Look at this one. Everything. The bangle, the earrings, the hair, everything. It's so classic, right? Love that one. And I have some buttons just like those. Kids, we have a couple of men's, which definitely can they be unisex, I believe. I think the next one. Yeah, you see? That is beautiful. That's a beautiful. Look at that. I love it. Oh, wow. Look at that color. And then even this one, look at that detail of a cable at the one shoulder, kind of like a fun detail. I don't know what this one looks like. It's a ponytail, but it's just yarn. And that is a poncho with a hood. Look at that. So fun. This one, I gasp. Double-breasted vest. And then look at that mohair shrug. Wow, so beautiful. Couple of dresses. Look at this one. That is a beautiful dress. Again, the same girl. And I love that. We're almost done. I think we're done. And look at that one. So nice. I'll have to say that was a success. Last night, wow. Come on, Amazon, you can do better. Okay, so I grabbed 2 things. One, I saw this one at Target, and I was with Carlos, and when I'm with Carlos, he will be like, no, we're not doing that. This is all about ice cream. My mom was actually saying why I have not done any ice cream, so it needs to happen probably this week, because I have some heavy cream that needs to be used. So we will get through that, especially a chocolate one. So I went through this book, and I loved it. I don't want to give too much away, but I mean, every single recipe looks amazing. So I was excited to get that. And I grabbed some canvas from Amazon. This is the 13. I ordered it last night, and I think I got a panel of, I opened it up. I paid $15 for this piece, and it's, I think, 18 by 20, and I think it will be enough for like a couple projects, probably like 3 or 4 projects, let's hope. I bought this one to start this project. This one asked for a 13. This is a 13. And I was at Hobby Lobby, and I grabbed the little thread that I needed. And I'm not gonna go into the bougie thread, not yet. I got also some tapestry needles I do have, but I want to have these all together. And yeah, I'm ready to start. Let's do that. I think I've been sewing for so long that there's no fear. I forgot the masking tape, and I thought I was gonna be okay to not having the tape on the edges, and no ma'am, you need the tape at the edges because it's ruining my thread. It's been like 2 hours and this is the progress so far. I'm still working on the red. Some people say to do the darker first and then the light, or maybe it was vice versa, but so far this is so much fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop and see if my mom wants any dinner, and then I will get into making some dinner because she was not feeling well actually. So I'll report back. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh my god, no way. Are we doing that again? Okay, so it's Wednesday. I went to a second craft shop. We left because we needed to do some errands. I needed to get a pouch for my needlepoint, which I got, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. And then also I needed to get Gringo's medicine. If you guys have been following me for a while, he's always on some kind of medicine. And then I said to my mom, let's stop by the second craft shop. And my mom didn't get anything. She was like, oh my god, this is like and I swept the store. Buckle up. I paid $27 for all this, and I feel like it was not fair for the rest of the world. Let me show you. So I wanted to check the needlepoint stuff, and I know for sure they do have a stuff there, so that was where I went to, and let me tell you, it didn't disappoint. So I got this roll of, I think this is a 13 or a 10, I don't know, but this is 32 inches by 34, and I paid $1.90. So of course it jumped into my little basket and I took it home. These were 50 cents and I grabbed them. These are, I believe, 12 inches, so I grabbed them, just why not. And then I grabbed this one for $6, and then these were 50 cents, and this is the combo, so if you want to do something a little bit bigger. And then these were 14th, and the pair was $2. So that was that. Then I grabbed a pattern, 25 cents. I mean, you guys know, if it's a pattern, I will get it. Then is when it started to get interesting. So this is the first thing that I grabbed. Actually, this is $1. It's not finished, but I will figure it out. We only have to, or I only have to do this, and it's not too much work done, so I can actually take all that out, the red and the beige, and then just go ahead and finish it. This will be the cutest pillow, or even like a purse. And I am sad because I saw this fabric and I didn't get it, and I should have done that. Should just get it, but I skip on that. But for $1, yes, it's unfinished, so I will say that. This one, it looks more like it's like a rug, but it's black, and I have to also figure it out the size, but I feel this is like an 8 or a 10, but I pay 50 cents for this, so of course I'm gonna get it. Then I grab one that it looks like an 18th, and this one is a size 15 by 19, and I pay 50 cents for. Then I grab a bag of Rembrandts of canvases for needlepoint. I pay 50 cents. Here's the price. And I mean, there's pieces that you're gonna be like, well, that may be trash, or this, which I don't think it will be trashed. It will be perfect if I want to do like a little clutch or something. You will need a piece like that. I don't know what this is. This it looks like a cardboard. But then we start having or getting bigger pieces that I feel for, I mean, all this for 50 cents was a buy. So you see here I have a big piece that I can work, or I think I have a big piece that I can work on. And then yeah, we have some Rembrandts. This one is quite big as well. Let me show you. So that's a good size in there. And I was like, I swept. Then this is a bigger one, and then these can be like little key change and stuff like that. And then we have another one that is just started, but definitely I can take that out and use it for any projects later on. And then we have more of the little pieces, so definitely scraps, but I mean, for 50 cents I think I can definitely work with this. Then I grab another piece, and this one looks like an 18th. This one feels different. This is like more like an Ida cloth, but I think I can use it for needlepoint. And this one was $2.75, and it's 40 inches by 39, which I mean, even though it's not, I don't want to say it's, I feel like the pieces that I have thrifted of needlepoint are made it more on this material than that plastic new one. So I don't know. Then again, I'm new at this. I grabbed another bag of Ida cloth. These are kind of like work in progress, and these were 50 cents, and I thought it was like a good thing to have. I'm just gonna go ahead and start a box of crap, because I do own, like I said, a lot of vintage pieces that already done. So I grab this, which it was a kid for $5, and they were like, yeah, I can give it to you for $5. This one is going to get ripped off. I don't like how, well, no, this one, no, I'm not gonna rip this one off, because I feel like this one is it's really well finished on the inside, and it comes in with all the yarn. Let me show you the yarn. So here's the yarn, and then I have to actually put all this yarn in the refrigerator. So this is gonna go to the freezer to freeze, because I don't want any pests. So that's gonna go to the freezer. And then the last, and I was like, this is not, yeah, this is from 1998, and it's a stocking, and I am not happy what's happening in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip this off completely, because the amount of errors is just so, it's not even like a stitch, it's like errors, you see. It's like errors, and it looks awful. And I want to get like actually like good yarn for this. Oh, I'm so excited. And I pay 50 cents for this, so win-win. So I was really happy with what I got. And then I also needed to go get this book, which I went ahead and got. And then this is what I was referring, the little pouches for the needlepoint. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all this away, place that yarn in the refrigerator, and then I'm gonna start working on my needlepoint.
Com cabelos cor de mel singela, seu nome é Mabel. Cheia de vida, se vamos para a praia, não esquece a sandália e se olha pro céu. Se pudesse organizava a estrela Se a casa está vazia um dia, também vou ficar e te ver crescer. Me faz tão feliz saber que você.
Almost 9 p.m. and I have to actually go to bed, shower and go to bed. But I was able to take everything that was on this corner out, and then I am working on getting this bottom fringe, whatever, out.
Cabelos cor de mel singela, seu nome é Mabel, é uma menina cheia de vida. Se vamos para a praia, não esquece a sandália. Olha pro céu. Se pudesse organizava a estrela. Se a casa está vazia um dia, também vou ficar.
It's Thursday, and I said to my mom yesterday, we're not gonna go shop anymore. And this morning she was like, when are we leaving? And I'm like, what? Anyway, so I took her to the 5 places she wanted to go. We went to Michael's and I grabbed 2 more of this Wool and Easy in brown to make that cape again. I actually enjoyed it so much wearing it yesterday. I wore it with a black tank top and it was so cute. And it's like, for right now, it's not too hot. Well, here's hot, but you know what I mean, like when it's like 70, 60 degrees, it's perfection. So I wanted another one. I thought about doing a cream one, but I think, knowing me, I prefer to do a brown, and even though it's dark, it's different, right? So I got that, and then I work like a bunch of hours yesterday. I think it was like 4 hours total, and then I still have to do this lower part, and I hope to finish today. I am not gonna start it, not yet, but I went and I grabbed a couple of this threads, and this is the satin kind of like nicer one, and these were $2.50 each, and they were picked over like I said before, so I ended up getting these, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on a chart, meaning here it says 1 2 3 4 5 up to 30. So I want to make sure that you know, I assign the colors and the whole thing. There were some parts, like here we have some berries that was completely buried, like they were just like, yeah, they were like, whatever, we're not gonna honor that. So it's been a joy kind of like discovering what is underneath these pieces. Some people or somebody told me that I should just have to do wool, and I actually don't want to do wool. I want to do something a little bit more, you know, kind of nice. But I'm gonna go ahead also and just test if this is enough. If not, I'm gonna test it with one. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and return this. So it's not gonna be a biggie. See if not the yarn. But this is a 13 gauge, and I'm not mistaken, maybe it's a little bit bigger. No, it's the same. It's 13. So I've been using this floss, and I think it's gonna be okay. So good morning. It's Friday and I finish this, just taking the yarn off. I couldn't wait, I'm not gonna lie. I was really excited to get this off. I thought I was able to use this thing, but it's too small, so it's okay. I think I have stretchers for this. If not, we will get stretchers. But I want to finish what I was working on. I have a long way to go, and then I will start the stocking. Maybe I make something for kind of like October or whatever, but so far that's the, you know, what's going on. Let me show you my room right now. So this is my room. I was able to add the fabrics to the closet, but everything else, especially the place that I sit at, is a disaster. I feel like this is not working for me. I'm not reaching for anything. Everything is like not where it's supposed to go. I may need to change this soon because I feel my even scrapbooking, it's being lacking, and then the table is leaning back because of the weight, and then it's a disaster. Anyway, this is my mom's corner, and yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 seconds to put this back together, because especially this, it's insane. There's a couple of fabrics I didn't have space to get into my closet, so let me organize this and show you guys in a second. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So I am making another loaf of bread from this recipe. I'm giving it one more try, and somebody said to do the bread and put it on a Ziploc bag to proof. So I'm gonna try that, see if it works, because for some reason it's not proofing like it's supposed to. I mean, it's gluten-free, but it's really simple, and it's a really small error. It's just one one loaf. So yeah, I'm right now working on getting all the ingredients weighted, and then I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. But I'm not going to show you guys that, but I will show you probably the proofings to see if it works. The ice cream is delicious. It's not even funny how good it is. I always been hit or miss with the chocolate, you know, recipes for chocolate ice cream. I think this is like, I don't know, like my fourth, fifth time that I've done chocolate ice cream, but the first time with this recipe. And let me tell you, night and day. Night and day. It's very chocolatey. I use dark chocolate instead of like semi-sweet. So that also makes it really, you know. The only thing that I'm waiting on is to see how it frees up, if it gets really hard. But this one is an egg-based kind of ice cream, so it will probably be softer than the strawberry one that I did a couple of weeks ago. Now I'm waiting for my food. It's 10 more seconds, and then I think I will needlepoint a little bit more, and it will be all for this week. I will keep you posted. There we go. There it is. still in the pajamas from last night. So Carlos is about to land and he will get here in like an hour, and I want to make sure that I am presentable and clean. So I'm going to shower. I'm going to end the video right now, but before that we're going to do a little recap. I feel like this week was, because Carlos was not here, this one was like, let's go shopping and let's have dinner outside, and she wanted to be, and she loves, and the places she wanted to go, they don't have it in Puerto Rico, so she was like really excited to visit all these places. So it feels like this video was a lot of like shop and tell shop and tell episode anyway. And then I did pretty much a lot of needlepoint, and let me tell you, this is really addicting. I actually am watching season 1 of the Martha Stewart episodes from 1993. I actually downloaded Roku, and I got the free trial, and at least they have like season 1, and let me tell you, you can rewatch those, because I am on like episode 5 or something like that, and I have learned so much and I want to do all the things. So it may be inspiration. Anyway, my mom is leaving on Tuesday, so I'm gonna start next vlog on Wednesday or probably Tuesday evening, so I can actually focus, and this video is gonna go live on Tuesday. So yeah, so not too much besides the shop and tell and or thrift and tell. My mom did a couple of things and she messed up a couple of her sewing stuff, so yeah, that's that. So I messed this up and I was able to fix it, so I am gonna go ahead, refresh, and then keep on working on this. So I will see you guys next week, and I hope I thought I was gonna finish this in like 2 seconds, and sure enough, it's not as easy, but it's really entertaining and really addictive. I grab new stretchers because I feel like I was leaning my hand on the bottom, which it was not supported by one of this wood, and it was getting warped. This is really cheap. I got it at Amazon. I'm going to link it down in the description box, as well as the canvas. But this one is really bad because I've been stabbed by splinters twice. Anyway, so that's it for me this week. I see you guys in the next one, and yeah, happy crafting. Bye.